Welcome back to the Scilife Academy. It's time for another training session. In this lesson and the following, we will discuss the interpretation of Chapter 7. This is the last chapter of ISO 19011-2018. Chapter 7 provides guidance on the knowledge and skills required for auditors to perform their duties effectively and efficiently. We will cover auditor competence evaluation, and auditor development. Now let's get started. The effectiveness and credibility of the audit program heavily relies on the competence of the auditors. When auditing, auditors provide assurance to auditees that their controls are in place, that they are meeting their objectives, and that they are in compliance with regulations. Chapter 7 delves into the vital aspects of auditor competence, offering insights into how auditors can sharpen their knowledge, hard and soft skills, and behavior to perform audits effectively. It also includes guidance on the education, training, and experience required for auditors. This chapter also discusses the evaluation process, which provides a structured approach for organizations to assess and maintain the proficiency of their auditors. And finally, it also includes guidance on how to develop the competence of auditors, including the use of training, coaching, and mentoring. Audit teams may consist of auditors with varying skill sets and technical abilities. Regardless of the number of auditors, the critical issue is that the audit team should be competent enough to plan, conduct, and report the audit. It's the audit manager or audit team lead responsibility to evaluate each auditor based on standardized processes and objective criteria. They should provide timely feedback to each auditor and should also ensure that any performance issues are addressed promptly, as well as ensuring that auditors receive adequate support and training. The process for evaluating each auditor may involve the following 4 steps: auditor competence, auditor evaluation criteria, auditor evaluation method, and conducting the auditor evaluation. Let me explain each step briefly. Auditor competence involves a description of the job requirements for professional auditors. The type of management systems, projects, products, and processes that are audited may vary for different audit programs. The complexity of the auditee processes and their risks and opportunities can also vary significantly. It is important to tailor the audit program to the specific needs of the auditee. This will ensure the effectiveness of the audit program. Auditor evaluation criteria involves a description of qualitative and quantitative criteria that will be used for assessing the auditor's competence. Auditor evaluation method involves the selection and use of appropriate tools and techniques to evaluate auditors, observation, feedback, or an interview, for example. The final step is to conduct the auditor evaluation, which determines how to evaluate the auditor's competences. It is the auditor's professional behavior that determines the credibility of their audit report. This principle guides auditors to carry out their duties with competence, diligence, and a proper understanding of the technical standards and ethical responsibilities involved. Auditors should behave ethically. It is important that they are discreet, fair, independent, and objective. For example, auditors should not accept gifts or favors from audit clients or their employees. This is because such gifts or favors could be seen as an attempt to influence auditors' decisions and could create a conflict of interest. Different types of evidence may be relevant to reaching a conclusion regarding a finding or compliance, so auditors should be open to different viewpoints. Being diplomatic is another behavior. Auditors should be respectful of all parties involved, regardless of their position and culture. For instance, auditors should be able to listen to stakeholder feedback and take into account their perspective when making a decision. The next behavior is being observant. In order to recognize potential issues or risks, auditors should be capable of actively observing the environment and activities they audit. For instance, auditors should be able to recognize when an employee is trying to hide information or not provide complete information. Being perceptive means understanding an auditee's culture, processes, and situation. By doing this, auditors are able to gain a better understanding of the situation and make informed decisions. They can also build trust with auditees, which can make an audit successful. Being versatile means being able to adapt to different situations. It also requires auditors to be able to think outside of the box and find creative solutions to potential problems. Having tenacity is a quality that enables auditors to pursue information persistently and accomplish tasks efficiently. For example, a tenacious auditor will discover potential fraud after extensive investigation. And there are many more, like being decisive to reach timely conclusions and focus on the most important issues, or being self-reliant and determined, able to act and function independently and with confidence while interacting effectively with others. One of my preferred behaviors is being open for continual learning as auditor. Every audit is an opportunity to personally grow and develop the skills and knowledge. Every audit is an opportunity to learn something new. Audits should be conducted with cultural sensitivity, observing and respecting the culture of the auditee. This is important because it ensures that the auditee feels respected and that their opinion is valued. And finally, this is the last behavior. Auditors must demonstrate that they can work effectively with their peers. For example, auditors should actively listen to their peers and be open to their ideas and feedback. And that's it. Quite a few behaviors are listed here. I hope you find the examples useful. There are some benefits to audit evaluation. First of all, the audit manager can select audit team members based on their knowledge, skills, and abilities. This can help to ensure that audits are conducted by competent auditors. Additionally, competent auditors can identify improvement areas that can help the auditee improve its performance. As a second step, the audit manager can determine where gaps exist in knowledge, skills, and abilities. The purpose is to see the potential for continual improvement. Next, the audit manager may then evaluate each auditor based on their professional development and skills. That's all. Thank you for attending this course. I hope you found it useful and that it has met your learning expectations. See you in other courses at the Academy as you continue your educational journey with Scilife.